the cooking.
Fantastic.
And then the last station is going to be orienteering. And then, so kind of the schedule is everybody's going to be at one station for 45 minutes. Then they're going to be, then I'm going to teach a safety thing for 15 minutes. It's on the 3 R's. And like,
hello, this is Terry Fossum. I'm a speaker and author and the Scoutmaster for Troop 400 in the Spokane Valley, Washington. Today's Boy Scouting blog is going to be about being a boy-led troop. See, that's what it's all about, is having the youth be in the leadership. And as I visit different troops and I talk to different unit leaders, I hear different iterations of that, and some of them don't even really understand what that means. That's what it's all about here, is the boys being in charge. They've got to be the ones doing the planning. They've got to be the ones actually up front doing the leadership, doing the communication, the whole bit, because that's how they grow. Now, you can have a unit that's absolutely just top-notch, ship shape, everything is perfect, and if I see that a lot of times, that tells me it's the adults that are actually in control. And I've watched that before. I've watched adults get impatient, because that's the biggest key, is patience, a lot of times, and try to jump in when the boys aren't doing it right. You can't do that. See, what you have to do is provide your boys and girls with an opportunity to mess up. You know, that's a couple of the key things, is they have to know that they're in an environment where they can fail. I had one of my patrol leaders come up to me after a troop meeting, and in our troop, the patrols actually plan the skills and do the skills for an entire month. And the patrol leader was ill-prepared, and the skill went poorly. And he came up to me afterwards, and he goes, you know, I'm really sorry, I really messed that one up, and I realized that I just wasn't prepared. And my response to him was, Joe, fantastic, that's awesome. And of course, he looked at me like, wait, what? What? Yeah. I said, Joe, that's fantastic. You learned a lot, didn't you? You learned that you have to prepare ahead of time. You learned that you've got to contact people and you've got to get supplies ready and all that ahead of time. You can't wait till the last minute, right? And he goes, well, yeah, I did. Fantastic. That's why we're here. See, it's not about having it perfect. It's all about them learning while they're doing it.
So, since you all want to answer, on 3, we're going to say the Scout motto. 1, 2, 3.
In fact, I was talking with my wife this morning, and she was talking about how when a senior patrol leader starts off, or a patrol leader starts off for their 6-month reign, they're usually terrible. They are. They're usually messing it up. The first meeting or two is going to be disorganized. They're not going to be ready for it. And you can work real hard to prep them ahead of time, but it's until they screw up that they learn that they need to improve on their own. Now, so if that's all true, then what are the adults here for? Number one, to kind of set parameters, to set the bar where it should be, and to set that example. Number 2 is guidance in the background. That work ahead of time, ask them the questions. What do we need to do to get ready for this? What supplies will you need for this? Is this going to engage the boys? Are they going to have fun with it? And then the third thing is to be a cheerleader. In fact, if that's one thing that I try my best at, it's just to be a cheerleader, man. I'm the one being the noisiest in the background, cheering them on and everything. You know, getting them going, getting them excited and all of that. That's our job. Now, along with that guidance, I will say that in our unit, for basically every aspect of the troop that a boy is in charge of, we have an adult advisor assigned to them. That's the person that's going to work with them in the background, making sure they got a clue of what they're doing, helping them guide them along the way. So we don't just throw our boys in there and say, okay, good luck and go get them, but rather we're going to give them that guidance every step of the way, starting with the training of what their position is and then helping them do their best at it. As long as we always keep in mind that it's not about us. It's not about the adults at all. It's all about the kids, giving them that environment to mess up, getting them the encouragement to go on, and then by the end of their 6 months, it's amazing. They're fantastic at it. And then we start all over again. This is Terry Fossum. I hope this is helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, give your input in the area down below, and we'd love to hear back from you. Hope you're having a great day and great scouting.
Doing this. I'm the Jasmine. I'm just here to watch you guys do your job. So, I supervise and criticize.